Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur show. Mandem United podcast meets the Ballers at the Bridge podcast meets Talking That Tottenham Talk, where we discuss all three of those clubs. So please keep all your comments or your questions, Manchester United, Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur related. Trevoh Chalobah, he's been the latest, biggest talking point when it comes to Chelsea. Are Chelsea right to sell Trevoh Chalobah? Is it the right move? Have they treated him badly, leaving him off the tour? Is that just the way football is now? Give us your thoughts on that. I'll be giving my thoughts on that, as well as my two panelists. Spurs have finally made a move in the transfer window. I'll be lying if I tell you lot who the player is. I'm hoping Jez or you lot in the chat or both know more than I do. Is it Yanmin Hyuk? That's his name now. But if someone knows how to pronounce his name better, or correctly, I should say, let me know. To Tottenham, confirmed. I believe it's January 2025. So we won't be a summer signing, but be there in January. As in regards to Manchester United, quiet, surprisingly, for us. Very, very quiet for us. No signings, no personal terms agreed, no offers made, no personal offers made. All kind of quiet, which has been strange because we've been running riot in the transfer window, people. Running absolute riot. Well, big up everyone that's locked in. Please make sure you run up the likes. Jeez, almost at 20 likes already. So big up to you lot. Please share across all the socials at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at That's Me Flawless. Retweet and like from the Twitter. Make sure you do that. Retweet, like from the Twitter, follow the Twitter, share from the Instagram as well, which is also at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. And make sure, just as important, subscribe to the channel because it is rolled now to 13,000 followers. We have officially hit 12K, so there will be a 12K celebration stream at some point soon in the next couple of weeks. But yes, road to 13K again. So salute to all of you lot who helped us get there. Salute to all of you lot who helped us get to 12,000 subscribers here on Sarcasm City TV. What's that Drake meme? Look around. We built this. Yes, we. And that includes everyone who is a supporter in whatever capacity. All my co-hosts except Ryan, everybody who's involved, man. So salute. Jez, let me know if you're there or not, because Jez is behind, but I'm not sure if he's there. Big up to Sahil. Says big up Flawless, man. Shout out to you each and every time. Jez is in the building. Yes, Jez. What are you saying, fam? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm good, man. What are you saying, bro?
All blessed, family. All blessed. I didn't know if it was there or not still.
No, it's all right. It's all good, man.
All good.
Big up to the chat as well, man.
Yeah, shout out to chat. I'm hoping you got more information on this guy than I have. That's all I would say. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say. Big up Steve in the cut every single time. Big up Nephew in the chat. Warrior J with the confirmation in regards to the new Spurs signing, which we will start off the show with as well. Big up to Ed. Says gang. Nick, good to see you in the chat. Big up. Kingsman as well. Big up to you. And Ed, thank you for that information in regards to Manchester United, because I didn't know that. I will start a better questions. Nick says, who do you think will finish higher, Manchester United, Chelsea, or Spurs? Currently constructed right now. As much as it pays me to admit, I'll probably say Chelsea, as all three teams are currently constructed right now, the 26th of July. What are you saying? Who do you think will finish higher out of the three?
I mean, based on just constructed, I think Chelsea. Yeah. But if you ask, obviously, if there's factors, considering factors of new managers for Chelsea and all that,
it's between Chelsea and Spurs. I think I'm gonna lie.
This is the funny part. I actually wanted to say, because the thing is, I haven't shown because Chelsea players are good. Like, I don't deny the quality of the players. It's just that they haven't shown us in recent times that they can go and show us.
True.
Like they've shown us in like on and off kind of situations, but they show the quality. So until they kind of show me a bit more consistency, then I can really say comfortably than Chelsea. But
fair.
You know what? I say actually Man U then Chelsea.
Really? Oh,
yeah. I think so. I think so at the moment. I think at the moment, but
is that more so because you have doubts over Chelsea and Spurs?
Yes, that's more so of that.
So basically, what we're saying is who's less shit is what we're saying.
Pretty much. That's pretty much. Pretty much because the thing, obviously, I'm obviously going to talk into that more about reasons why I feel about Tottenham. But with Chelsea, I totally explained like Not that I don't doubt Chelsea's quality before anybody tries to rush me. It's more because that, oh, it's crazy. I say something good to the Chelsea fans, and then they don't like me. It's like the Arsenal fans sometimes. But
Yeah, man. It's
like,
clearly
bro,
it's a youth thing, Jez, but we move.
bro, I'm saying this is what I mean. Generally speaking, I think they got quality for all the team, but it's just for the last 2 seasons they haven't shown us this kind of consistency. Like even they had a good back end of the season, but like now with Europe, how do they gonna react to it again? And then Anton Maresca's first season as a top flight manager, managing Chelsea, the pressure, shit, Duta already on him for Toronto against Wrexham. So this is what I'm trying to say. There's a different kind of atmosphere. That's why I say constructive, definitely Chelsea ahead of both of us. But considering other factors, this is why I'm a bit still skeptical until I see more.
First. And Warrior J says in the calling show, I will pronounce it. Appreciate it, man. See, this is why it's good to have a diverse community to help us out.
Yes, sir.
That somebody from the Asian community can help us pronounce Asian names. Love that, man. Appreciate it, Warrior J. Big up MUFC, cooling. Big up my Don Taz every single time. Shouts to Tony Bones, says big up Flawless. Big up to you as well. Plenty of information as well. Hey, big up to Selector Ryan. Fire name, by the way. It says big up yourself from Trinidad and Tobago. Always here. Just don't comment. Hey, salute, man. The fact that you're always here, even if you don't always comment, I appreciate it. Because I know there's people who just watch and have us on in the background and are not in the comment section. That's absolutely fine. So big up to you, especially being from the Caribbean islands as well, man. So salute to you every single time, Ryan, man. Big up, big up. But yeah, we'll start with your mob. Spurs. Here it is. Yamin Hyuk to Spurs. Here we go. Deal completed for 2006 born winger from Gangwon FC.
Yeah.
That's a fire name.
Yeah.
That's a fire football good name.
I think it's Jangwon. I think it's
Jangwon. I said Gangwon. That just sounds better.
Yeah,
Gangwon just sounds. That's fire.
Yeah,
Gangwon. Gangwon.
FC.
First part of medical test already booked, and then he will sign a long-term deal at Tottenham, as reported yesterday. He's expected to join Spurs from January 2025. That's from Fabrizio Romano. Do you know anything about him, Jess? Is my question to you.
I heard little bits, even beforehand, because obviously,
before you carry on, hold up. Hey, surprisingly, Flawless said it right. What with the FC? Hey, you know what, Warrior J? Hold that, man. Hold that, Warrior J. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get for doubting me, man. And speaking of someone who constantly doubts me all the time, welcome Surfer into the court. Yes, Surfer. What are you saying, man? You good? It was a beautiful segment. How you doing, my brother? You good?
Shut up, man. You deserve it anyway. You deserve doubting anyway.
I wasn't wrong. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't wrong, but how you doing, sir, for feeling the summer? You know what I'm saying? And the orange starburst tea. Love to see it, man. You know what I'm saying? You the colorful tea. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of colorful, matching the super chat color. Hey, big up family tree. Don't see every single time, man. This is family right here. He says, fam, big on the milestone. You deserve it, bro. We will be here to see you reach 13K and beyond. I will hate your team, but respect you highly. Manners and respect. Manners and respect to you every single time, Dunsey. You already know, man. Nothing but love. Appreciate that. And appreciate that you're like, yeah, for your team, because I'm with that too when it comes to you as well. But yeah, man, you're going to be here for 13K. And that's the odd, everyone who calls in fan calling shows, in particular, all the regulars, you help build this thing too. I genuinely look forward to that show because you lot crack me up, the fan calling show. But big up, man. Much appreciated, man. Dunsey for the super chat. And big up to Sanj as well, man. Big up to you. But yeah, Jess, back to your new signing.
Yeah, so Trevoh, you asked me if I heard a bit before even the signing.
Do you know anything about him at all? Because I don't even know what position.
Yeah, because obviously, since I support obviously Tottenham, I know actually a couple of Koreans who actually support Tottenham as well, and I spoke to them immediately because it was some IT case talking about some random top 6 club in England wanted to sign him, and then it came down. Big up Lexpo, and it ended up just becoming Tottenham then at the end because it got more and more obvious. So I obviously went and asked people, okay, that I know that watch the Korean K League 1, what's this guy about?
I'll make it happen, Lex. Sorry, go on, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, and they were talking about how this is like legit their best talent coming up now in South Korea, and how even I think it got reported that Son himself actually recommended him to the club. Like he rarely does that. He only did that for Kim and Jae beforehand.
Oh, so, really? Oh, Son recommended him to the football club. Oh, right,
yeah.
okay.
He also partly with him as well because obviously he had the connection already. So good dribbler from what I've seen, good technically, kind of like everything what I pretty much want from a Ant Postecoglou manager who player that I want him to be out wide, doing the touch like thing, being good for having the first good touch, good dribbler as well. Doesn't have like he's not as fast as some, for example, when he came to the Premier League. So in terms of the physical aspect, of course, the kid is born 2006, so this guy will be having to out here building up some muscle and shit like that. But surprisingly, as the finisher, you can already make the argument that he's already a better finisher at his age than Son was, and you know how good Son's finishing has become over the years. So the fact that that's really encouraging. I like his game IQ as well. I always talk myself about Esteval. I don't think he's on Esteval's level, but it's just when I see the things that I heard, it just excites me from the type of player that he's signing. And he's obviously finishing off the season in Korea because I think Korea is finishing the season in September or December.
Okay. So that's why he's making a move in January.
Yes. So you can just complete the season there, and then obviously they're gonna see what they're gonna do afterwards. I don't think he's gonna be part of the first team immediately. He might even get a loan. Maybe he's just gonna stay in for 6 months because like the kid, apparently he's still in high school, so he's still doing his school thing and all that. So happy with the sign, to be honest, because like it's the first time you actually, which more so I want to talk about is the fact that because I've seen this thing about the social media thing, how typically Levy, how we want to retain the South Korean market because Son is obviously getting on with age, which kind of makes sense because you want to keep the relations in South Korea quite well with the fans over there, the marketing. But like if you go in South Korea and you look how Son is marketed and how it helped Tottenham.
He's marketed like a god over there, correct?
Yeah, but like Son, like bro, you saw Eric Dyer on packaging. Like this was how much, bro. Imagine you see Eric Dyer on your Eric Dyer like everywhere or some shit. This how much I'm talking about marketing.
That's like, bro, packaging. This
is what I'm saying. Like this is what I'm saying. This is how much Son kind of helped with the revenue from just South Korea.
Imagine that though, Eric Dyer on your cereal box or something.
Yeah, bro, he is on the cereal. He's on the ramen boxes. He's on the cereal, bro. I saw Ryan Sessegnon on one of them too, and Ryan Sessegnon barely plays, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. So you kind of get that. So yeah, but what annoys me is the fact is that the whole theme of this whole summer has been signing, or even since new people came in, is trying to sign like some of the hottest prospects and actually who are already ready to play in the first team. But I hate the fact that this narrative is that for only this kid now is that it's retaining the South Korean market. Shit, Archie Gray is 18 years old, but nobody wants to say anything. Lucas Bergwall is 18 years old, nobody wants to say anything. Papa Matasar, we signed him at 18 too. No, he's 21 obviously, but he is or 20. But he nobody said about retaining the African market. Nobody said that, or Swedish market, or English market. So for me, I hate the fact of how people, and I feel like in general, I hate how Asian footballers and Asian people are just perspective in football or just in general. I hate how it is. And
talk about it.
For me, I know from where most of the frustration comes from because people look at it and say, we signed all these younger players who are all really good, talented players, and you can even argue can make already impact in the first team because of how bad the squad depth is. But people want to see more experienced players coming in, a bit more experience in Europe, playing in higher divisions, which makes sense. And I partly want to see that as well. But for me, it's more so is that if that is the issue, go and speak about that. Don't talk about Levy trying to retain the South Korean market. Talk about what you didn't really are about. And for me, this is what I kind of say. Are you guys upset that we just buy them? Are you guys upset that we don't buy players that necessarily come into the first team, like the starting 11? Or are you guys like, what is it, right? Because I don't think there's nothing wrong about buying a player from South Korea, especially considering the fact that we have literally South Korea's biggest star. And this is the funny part. These would be the same guys who last season probably complained how we didn't buy Kim Min-jae from Korea. And Kim Min-jae was already a big talent already back in Korea.
He actually is like of a certain level, so that would have made sense if you went and go and sign Kim Min-jae to an extent.
But the thing, we was back in the day, already linked with him, and I think Son back in the time also recommended him to the club because Son knows Kim Min-jae. And you see now Kim and Jay have become as a player to the point where you got to won the Serie A and won the thing. And obviously all Spurs fans complained, oh, why didn't we buy him sooner? So this time around, we actually buy Korean talent that we can buy sooner. And all of a sudden, it's a problem that we buy Korean talent. Just talk about the fact that you want a first team signing. Don't talk about from where he's from and retaining the South Korean market. Make it for everybody then. Make it for all the younger players that we signed. For me, that's why I say it's stupid that there's the agenda. It's the agenda from where they come
what's
from.
the price point? I haven't seen any price.
Oh,
What is the price point?
he's mad cheap, bro. He's like probably not even 5 mil.
And so people complain. What's the big for Raw? It's not like he spent 50 M's on him. He's 5 M's. He was 5 million.
And this is why I say partly of me thinks this is a xenophobic issue. I think that part of me thinks, and this is just my honest opinion about that, because the fact that is nobody talks about this from any other youngsters that we have bought this summer or even last summer, but for him is this the case? This is why I say partly I feel that way. I feel the frustration in terms of people wanting first team signings, but just say them. Say them, everybody agrees.
First team players.
You don't have to talk about how we want to retain the South Korean market. By the way, we have never bought from South Korea. This is the first signing we ever bought from South Korea straight from the. We have Tottenham had South Korean players before, but not straight from the South Korean league. That's different. We never bought them, or from my knowledge. No, that's why I say I have to mention. That's why I have to mention that I don't like the way people want to talk about it. For me, I don't have an issue about this. Do I agree with the narrative that we need to start buying maybe players with a bit more experience and a bit more who can actually come in and help the first team? Because you see the winger options. You see we need a backup for Udogi got injured. We need a backup to Van der Ven if Van der Ven gets injured and shit like that. But this is the funny part about it. It's I'm talking about some of the youngsters already ready to be backup to some of the guys. I'm talking about Archie Gray. In my opinion, Archie Gray starts for me already at the end of the Basuma. Full stop. But I don't know if I'm just going to do that. I think some of our bench players from the younger sides that we have signed can come in and make an impact. I think Mikey Moore is already our third best winger. And I think not saying that throwing him already and let him start every single game, but be part of the squad. And we talked about it last season all over this panel that our starting 11 is not maybe the greatest, but it's also not that bad. What is bad about our team is our squad depth.
Yes.
Who you have to look into once dudes get injured. And this is where I say, you know what? Some of the youngsters actually generally improved the first team, and the fact that not the first team, the first team squad in terms of the bench. I don't have to see Ryan Sessegnon or Tanganga or Eric Dyer anymore. So, and for me, what's the more important now is make sure you go and buy a backup to Udogi. Make sure you buy a left-sided centre back. If he's right-footed or left-footed, I don't really care. It depends on what the manager wants. But make sure you have a backup for Van der Ven, because I don't want to look into the next season, see injuries, and then I don't want to see fullbacks in both positions.
Yeah. I get that. You definitely.
You know what I mean? We don't want that scenario again. And we have Radu obviously for Romero in case he gets injured. But for Van der Ven, we have nobody there. We talking about Ben Davies back to centre back then. Can't do that, bro. This is what I'm saying. Sense. So yeah, I get people's concerns. About wanting a couple more times. Me too. But I hate the general conversation that I've seen from certain Spurs fans and the way they felt about this kid signing. And I'm all for it, because I talked about how the Asian market actually, ironically, is getting a lot better in terms of players. We see more and more Asian players around Europe actually playing for actually some very good teams as well. So overall, happy about the deal. Easy deal. So let's see what we can do, man.
It is. And yeah, just to round this out as well, Tottenham scouts believe South Korean forward Min Hyuk Yang has wait, you lot switched his name around already? Before it was Min Yang Hook. Is it one of them? Is it like Park Ji-sung?
Because you know how everybody calls Son. You know how everybody calls Son Hong-min? Han-min Son. Everybody calls him Son Han-min. Han-min Son, but actually it's Son Han-min actually. So
I think they missed a bit out. I think it was Min Hak Tua. Yang, something like that.
Yeah,
I knew someone was
I
gonna
saw
make
that.
that joke.
I heard the slander. I heard the slander name.
This
I heard the
fucking
slander
guy,
name.
man.
That's hilarious.
That, you know what? That
But,
is crazy. And you might get your minds out the gutter.
no,
But has
no.
important potential, huge talent for the future. He's gonna sign for Spurs now. Medical to be booked soon. Then staying at where is it? Yeah, saying that Gang One FC. That's a fire name, man, for a club. Gang One FC.
Gang,
Gang One FC. Their chance will be crazy. Documents to be prepared in the next day. That's from Fabrizio Romano as well. Yang's the surname, man. All right, okay. Like I say, just very confusing to me. And Ed mentioned this, which I didn't know. But Ivan Toney has got his heart set on a move to Tottenham this summer, despite interest from Arsenal and Chelsea. Sources at Talksport.
I dispute that. I dispute that sentence. That everyone has their heart set on a move to Tottenham. I dispute that.
This guy.
No. I disagree with that. I think people do have the heart set on Tottenham. But then when I see the other two teams, I'm like, why do you not want to go there? This is my kind of thing. That's what I say. But then again, I saw the source and I'm like, yeah, bro, give me a credible source. I like a credible source, and then I'm start listening. I'm starting to warm up. Right, I see that source. And I'm like, yo, my heart is cold, man. That was a hard on ice.
What silly question? Just I'm guessing that you would definitely take Ivan Toney at your team,
bro. 100%. 100%. I'm still waiting for the Saudi. I'm still waiting for the Saudi bid from Richarlison. Make it happen, man.
This fucking guy, this guy. Hey, before we continue, large up everyone that is currently tapped in, but whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back, hit the like button. Over 50 people here, only at 39 likes. Let's get up to 50 likes, people. Like check 1 2 1 2. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Continue to get your questions in. Please just keep it Manchester United, Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur related. Therefore, over to your mob. Trevoh Chalobah, he's been the main talking point. I've seen the uproar from certain fans. He was left off the tour to the US. Chelsea definitely trying to sell him. Cobham graduate, some were against it, some were for it. Two questions. One, where do you stand with Trevoh Chalobah, like in regards to selling him? You reckon that's the right move? And also the uproar from your fan base in regards to it too.
Well, July 22nd, 2024 was the day that my club died. When they announced that Trevoh Chalobah was left out of the US tour, that was when
oh my god,
my club died. I mean, I stand with Trev. That's I stand with Chalobah. Let's organise a banner right now. Hey, you organised it for Gallagher. Where's one for Chalobah? Should see it the opening day of the season, right? Should see it. Listen, I don't. It's not. I don't know why they didn't just take him on the US tour, even if he's going to go. Because some of the players going on the US tour are going to go anyway. Like they're trying to get rid of Broja. Gallagher will probably pop up there trying to get rid of Gallagher. So, and Santos, like the Brazilian teenager, is going to go like to Strasbourg and stuff like that after the tour. So, I don't know why they couldn't take him on tour. I don't understand that part of it. I get really like seems a bit weird. Seems a bit mean to do, especially when you're only like then you're only like after about 30 million, 35 million or something like that, which in today's market is not that much, you know. I'll probably see Spurs sniffing around him, if I'm being honest with you, about 30 million or something like that coming up, or like a West Ham or something like that. No,
I wouldn't agree last summer because we was. I wouldn't agree last summer because we was already in that area. But somebody made a good point from obviously. You probably know Paul O'Keefe on Twitter.
Yeah.
In case, and he mentioned how Chalobah would just go to Tottenham for the same type of role that he's at Chelsea currently. Where that's
I think he's
and that's the issue. And that's the issue. That's why last season he would have been the backup to Romero, but no, it's Radu's there.
Well, I know they signed him up to a new contract. It was very weird. They signed him up to a new contract a year ago, so he's got still 4 or 5 years left on his contract. So it's not as if he's approaching the end of the contract thing. He's never a troublemaker. If you know the kid's background, his family's like Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff like that. So there's no issue with him or anything like that. He accepts his role. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's a fact. He just wants to be part of the squad. And you know, the other side of it is that you're looking at the right hand side of the defence. You've got Disasi, Tosin, and Wesley Fofana. there. So it's like the depth is
already.
Okay, you can see, you can see him batting out with the Sassy and stuff like that. But I think maybe as soon as we signed Tosin, maybe the writing was on the wall for him, like stuff like that. But I think he'd be a good squad addition to any squad. He's a good option. I'm not in the camp of he's like the reason we won the last 5 games last season. It was like, all right, fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. We were rubbish in most of those games. Like Forest, we won in the last minute or so. We were rubbish. Brighton, we weren't that good, and the last game of the season was just the last game of the season. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those. It's unfortunate. Everyone will go, oh, they're ripping out the heart and soul, Chelsea DNA. I don't know what Chelsea DNA is. I don't know what the term DNA means. Like you mean DNA of the last 5 years? Because if that's the case, then you need to look at yourself. All this like uproar was just about anything. It was already people that had already made their minds up about this and stuff, about ownership and stuff like that. So it was just something more to add on. Oh, you get rid of Chalobah, you get rid of another common grad, and it was like always. It was like, oh yeah, it was like oh yeah, Chalobah's left off the tour. What are they doing? And then it was announced that we'd taken like 2 other common grabs to the tour anyway. So it was like, you gotta wait. You gotta wait for them because it happened last time. It was like when that kid, I can't even remember the kid's name. He signed for Liverpool. It was like, oh my god, they're selling one of the best players in Liverpool. It was like an hour later they signed Tyreek George, who's a winger, who's one of the promising ones to a new contract. No one said anything. So it was one of those. It's like your uproar is just so false. It's just mad. But yeah, I thought Trev could have done a good job. Maybe Maresca looked at him and also said, I'm not going to fight. He's good, but I'm not going to fight for him because I've got other options there.
Yeah, so. You got, like you said, you got Fofana, Disasi, and Tosin. So you have 3 centre backs for that role.
And maybe even Reece James in emergencies could play there. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
you got surplus to requirements.
And he's a new manager. You got to pick your battles. Do you know what I mean? It's like understandable. Yeah. So he was no link for you, Victor, man. You can watch, man. What is this, man? Yeah. You're the Trevor Chalobah of the Chelsea panel for this channel.
You know what? That's a compliment because the thing is, I take him at Manchester United, but I'll get to that shortly. I will.
Yeah, I can understand that.
That's funny, but I would like if Radu wasn't there, I would take Chalobah right now. And it's just kind of like pointless because I said in the future, if he was left footed, I'd take him immediately.
Yeah, I can understand that. And we got to get rid of players anyway. It's not even just for FFP reasons, just totality of players that we have. You can only do 8 loans. You can do 8 loans, or 8 international loans. And
wait, you can only do 8. Why? They've even capped loans now.
It's always been like that. Like you can do 8 international loans where you can send 8 players outside from England. But within England, you can send as many players as you want.
Okay.
The reason we haven't the reasons that Lukaku still at the club is that we're trying to sell him, and we don't want to send him on loan and use one of our spots. We'd rather use one of our spots for players that, and we've already used 2 of them up to Strasbourg. We're sending Santos to Strasbourg, and we signed that American left back.
Caleb.
Yeah. So it's just one of those. But yeah, listen. Overall, get over it. Do you know what I mean? It's like I've seen this is even against Trevor. I've seen better leave my club. Do you know what I mean? He's good. He's good. He's okay. He's solid. Do you know what I mean? But it's not something to set light the torches and start protesting. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. It's like something to really go, oh yeah, boo, like that. It's like that's sad. But let's move on.
I feel like I feel like, and I realize this is just in every football club. Unless everybody anonymously agrees on one thing with a specific player, like for example Emerson everybody in the Spurs community can agree that Emerson is shite. So everybody's happy to see him leave. But with Chalobah, there's some people that say, oh, he's from Cobham. Some people say he's actually a good player. Some people say he's not a good player. So you're automatically just always going to get people who are just going to be against it. So it's kind of like, it's just what it is, to be honest. It's what it is, to be honest. Like, it happens everywhere, I feel like.
It's just recency bias. It's just recency bias.
I think it's stupid personally as well. So like Chalobah's a good player, but look at how many centre backs there are. Like,
right, that's what I mean. We got to get rid of one, and he was always. It shouldn't be a surprise.
You can, and it's not like in what's it called? It's not like in I think in the Eredivisie there is actually, you can have up to 99 players in the first team, but in the Premier League, in the registration, it literally says you can only have max 25 players by the end of the registration period. So in Chelsea got I think Chelsea got more than 30 players out there, more than even, maybe they go up to 40. Like I saw like a squad depth kind of thing of players who haven't even been loaned out yet, and it is huge. They have loads of players in each position even.
I don't know if there's that rule that a few can be under 21 or something like that. Or anyway, but anyway.
Yeah.
But the thing is always that also they like the kid Achimpong as well. He can play right back, centre back as well. So they like him as well. So it's just a madness, you know. And then yesterday we played Wrexham, and everyone.
Oh yeah, someone's there. Warrior J, I think, did ask about that. So I was going to ask you about it. Anyway, thoughts on that? Yeah, because he said thoughts on the first preseason game against Wrexham. So
what? We're 2 weeks in. We then go over across Atlantic 2 days after, trying to acclimatise, and we play our first game. You know, he changes the whole team half time, and yeah, it was just one of those. I'm not really bothered as long as I don't get. I'm worried about the American pitches at the moment. I just don't want to get the injuries, you know. But everyone forgets though. Who owns Wrexham?
Reynolds,
Deadpool. Yeah.
He's better known as what? Yeah. Deadpool. And what's happening this week? So that's karma for him, man. We were against good karma. Couldn't beat him. We were against that and the MCU multiverse. We were against the multiverse. How do I know that someone didn't stop time and let them score twice? Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's happening. I don't see Wolverine might have been in goal or something in one of those. I don't know. But, you know.
And no spoilers in the chat as well, because I've still not seen it. But I am going to watch it next week.
But no, it was listen. It was just for me. It was like a run out, you know, to see. Lavia looked okay, and Cuckoo scored. Tossin looked okay. Madueke had a few things, but then he changed the whole team at half time. So continuity wasn't there, and you know, we let 2 goals in, but it's pre-season. You know what I mean? I'm like.
You saw last preseason, like that was everybody was screaming.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone was screaming and stuff like that. Listen, it's the first game. Like I said, we had 2 weeks of just training. Maybe I think we had a behind the doors close friendly, but against was it Leeds or someone like that. Anyway, and then we flew over the continent, and 2 days later we're playing a game. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but people were still in the community going, "Oh yeah, well it didn't look good" and stuff like that, and I'm like. Shut up, man! I don't know why you're watching. I think the British fans should be banned from watching overseas friendlies. You know what I mean? I think we should be banned. I think we shouldn't have. You know what? I think we shouldn't have any link to it. It should just be for the overseas fans. You know, I don't know what they were expecting really. We've got half the team or half the squad still to come back. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you want? You know.
Yeah. It's just like you see, Ahmed, he was bad shit because I saw him bad shit talking about the United preseason, and then he obviously Ahmed, he's gonna talk shit, and then Chelsea not winning their preseason game, and so I don't say I can't talk shit no more because my team didn't win. So, but about it's preseason.
No, but it's preseason, man. Man City lost to Celtic. Man City lost to Celtic. Do you know what I mean? It's like what are we doing here? I mean, Arsenal drew with Bournemouth and won on penalties last night. You know.
Yeah, it's all about getting through it, like getting your players up to match fitness without no injuries. and then like maybe trial and error and experimenting and things of that nature. I think.
Bro,
Yeah, it's just. I'm just glad no one came off injured. You know what I mean? I'm just glad.
Some Hearts player was trying to break Madison's ankle when we played the Hearts friendly. I was like, bro, it's a friendly. What are we doing here, man?
You're doing too much, man. It's
Shut up, Jez, man. You were probably smiling. I know what you think about it.
He's fucking.
You know what? It wasn't. No, I wasn't smiling because Madison played actually well for the first 3 months of the season. So, and even for the first 3 months, what comes later, we have to discuss.
I hope he balls out this season. This guy.
For 3 months, yeah.
No, I hope he plays well. I hope he plays well, but Spurs still lose. So I'm trying to find a balance. You know what I mean? It's one of those.
I hear that. He plays well, but they draw from games. Manchester United hold a genuine interest in Chalobah. Newcastle have discussed him, and Dortmund and AC Milan are clubs to watch. That's from Matt Jacobs Ben on Twitter. Like I've said about Chalobah, would I take him at Manchester United? Yeah. I would look at him though as the Campbell-Wala replacement. I wouldn't want him as backup to you.
By the way, side note, I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised by that Campbell-Wala transfer. I thought he did. I thought he was decent at the end.
He was. I think what it was with Campbell-Wala was he said, I'm good enough to play, which I think he is, not necessarily at Manchester United, but I think he's good enough to play in the top flight. And he said, let me go get some game time. So I think he'll probably, I don't know about Lens, but he's going to play game time. He'll probably get more game time over there. But I watching him, he was one of the players who I was like, solid squad player, nothing special. Yeah. And that's how I kind of look at Chalobah, for example. Yeah. So that's why I wouldn't like him if he was at Manchester United, not as direct backup to Euro, but if he was the Campbell-Wala replacement, I'd be cool with that. But it'd be interesting to see what Manchester United do, because we do need to.
You would have him ahead of Lindelof and
I'd have you ahead of Lindelof and Maguire at this point.
Okay, let me. So did you have Campbell-Wala before them two?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah, like Campbell-Wala was one of the few pluses from last season. One of the players I looked at and went, "You actually performed to a good standard." So he was solid squad player. We see that he was young, so it's like you still had the age where you could get better as well. But yeah, if we were to go sign Chalobah, I'm not mad at it whatsoever. No, in the sense.
I think Chalobah's okay with like fighting for a place at Chelsea. Might be different if he's looking outside.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Do you know what I mean? It might be. So I can actually see him. It's a good possibility he goes abroad. He did it before with a couple of his loan deals. So. I don't. AC Milan. I mean, they say they're poor and stuff like that. I don't know. I think they're just tight.
Them dudes are poor, man. Like they're
Dortmund may look at it for like 30 mil or something like that. No, I know they don't like to spend that much. But
Dortmund, like I said, this all teams out of the view behave like broke boys. They have money, but they behave like broke boys. Like we missed off so many. Like Dortmund missed off so many left backs because we didn't want to pay the over 20 million for left backs. Even the right back from Man City, Young Koto, they don't want to pay. City won 40 million in euros. They don't want to pay 40 million euros, but he would be a starting right back. Don't get it, man.
Yeah, that's outrageous. Not wanting to pay 40 million euros.
Everybody knew ex-pro also the Premier League.
That's what I don't get. It's like the Italian teams were like. Italian teams are dodgy because they'll do like 2-year loan deals between each other, and then you buy after like like Chiesa went to Juventus for like 2 years on loan. 2 years on loan, like Vlahovic as well. 2 years on loan. He had them 2 years on loan free. They paid for him. That's mad. But like we come along, 80 mil. What?
This is greedy, bro. Greedy dudes, bro. Yeah. Whenever we want to buy a player, or if they want to play a player from us, like it's really like, bro. I'm like, AC Milan don't want to pay 3 million. It's 3 million difference between Emerson, bro. It's just, and he's the first target. I have to not link to a single right back also Emerson. They don't want to pay 3 mil, bro. Just pay 3 mil, bro.
Don't want to pay the 3 mil for 3 million,
bro,
you know.
3 million, and they have not linked to a single right back. They're saying fuck it, 8 million, or we just go. But apparently it's getting closer. So Emerson might actually leave my football club. My God, one of the 2 fake Brazilians in my club.
That's correct. So what? Spurs want 8 million for him, but they only want to pay 3.
No. We want 11. We want 11.
But they only want to pay 8.
And they want only 8. And they don't want to 3. Okay, bro, even midway, can we just meet halfway and shit? Like, bro, boys, honestly. Broke boys. Yeah. But they're willing to spend the money for Alvaro Morata, bro. All right, man.
Nah, I hear that. Fair. Speaking more about Manchester United as well, because I didn't even know all this news was here. Big up to Warrior J. A swap deal that would see Denzel Dumfries join Manchester United and Aaron Wan-Bissaka to join Inter is being discussed by intermediaries, but is not advanced at the moment. That's via David Ornstein. Over the moon that we are looking at right backs. Not happy that it's Denzel Dumfries. That's what I will say. But I'm just over the moon. We are interested in right backs. Yes. Denzel Dumfries, absolutely no. And speaking of right backs, says Wan-Bissaka has turned down West Ham and favours a move to Inter Milan. Why did he turn down? That's also from Ornstein. Let's just get Wan-Bissaka gone. Like, let's just get some money.
Why would Inter Milan?
Definitely sign a right back.
Inter Milan play a wing back system, right?
Probably, maybe right-sided centre back.
All right, but I can't see him playing right wing back. Where are you going to get? Where's the attack coming from?
Man. Right-sided centre back. There we go.
Do you know good passer though?
Hey, don't worry about that, man. That's their problem. Just bypass him.
Yeah, but then you've got to take. You've got to take double D at your club. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, I call this dude Dumfries. I call him Dumfries, bro. Because the dude's dumb, bro. The dude's.
I call him Dumfries. Yeah, I don't rate him whatsoever.
They do shit, bro. But apparently, what I read actually as well is that United only want to bring a right back in when Wan-Bissaka gets sold. So it's not whatever it takes.
Yeah, and look, even Mike's here as a West Ham fan is saying Mazarari coming to West Ham. Thank God. Wan-Bissaka rejected.
Crazy. Do you have his second summer in a row? West Ham had like deals lined up with United, and they actually signed like better players. Like last year, it was like they had the double deal for McTominay and Maguire set up, and then it didn't happen. Then they signed like Kudus.
That's others.
They signed better. They just signed better players. It's like Mazarari. I mean, who's going to play what? They're going to make Kimmich a right back now, or what?
It's crazy. Yeah, right. I don't rate Dumfries. I'm just over the moon that we are selling Wan-Bissaka, and it means we are just run me. All I need is a right back with athleticism who's technically decent. I'll accept that. Even when we was watching, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Because he is not technically decent. No, scratch that.
Will you take a left-footed right back?
No. What in the utter woke nonsense is that? No.
I just help Benzio invert.
It's not like run me. I need some pace and power out there, man. I need some raw athleticism. That is not Denzel Dumfries, man. Just because he's energetic.
He has the power.
He's not, man. Yeah, he's just energetic, man. Like, let's not do that, man. He's just energetic. I need some. Let me just clarify this. I need raw athleticism. You see that fullback who played in hopefully Barrio's in the chat. The Colombian fullback. That's what I need. Because I asked about him and he was like, nah, he's 31. But the what's his name? The left back who played in Copa America for Colombia, the left back. That's what I'm talking about. Run me some raw athleticism. That's what I need. Proper pace and power. Not energy. I don't need no 50. I don't need no marathon runners. I don't need no 1,500 meter runners. I don't need no one-day marathon runners. Run me some 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meter runners. What does Eddie say all the time? He's Kenyan. I know marathon runners when I see him. We got loads of them. I don't need none of that.
Emerson Royale still out there.
I don't need Emerson Royale. No, man. I need some actual man who look like, you line up in the 400 meters. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you don't trust Dumfries to don't do that?
No, because he's built like a marathon runner. You know what I'm saying? 1,500 meters.
Okay, in a scenario where Dumfries is actually getting signed, though, like I just want to hear from the chat. Let me hear you say Ineos. No, because like these things were screaming Ineos just for Dumfries to come.
They went from like, oh man, yeah, we just signed Lenny Euro, Xerxes. We're gonna get the lit, we got Fofana and midfield or some Ugarte. It's like Denzel Dumfries.
See, my thing is, bro, I know the terror of getting linked to Dumfries. Conte was trying to
same.
Bro.
We were linked to him last summer.
Jesus, bro, like I'm just happy that we got right back.
Thank Lord for Gusto.
Listen, bro, Jens Benz, bro, he hasn't played for us like that, but I'll take him any day of the week over this dude.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Dumfries, I'm not with it. And speaking of Manchester United and other signings, Manchester United aren't willing to meet the demands of Bayern and PSG in their pursuit of De Ligt and Agate, and have turned their attention to alternatives, including Fofana, Antonio Silva, and I can't even pronounce his name, but that's
It's
the Danish
the
name, right?
it's a Hodgman.
Danish midfielder.
The Danish midfielder who played, and that's from at Jack_Talbot. Don't know how reliable the source is, but big up to you, Ed, for
Well, if you look at
I'm all for it in regards to not before you man go, just not meeting the demands, because I don't think what Bayern and PSG are looking for De Ligt and Agate, even though they're two players I'd like at the club, are worth it. So if we're willing to walk away and we go get a Yusuf Fofana, don't know too much about Antonio Silva. Same with Hodgman, you know what I'm saying? Him too.
Yeah.
That's not that.
let me just say, if you don't know about them, I'm limited on them, but just to say, you'll probably be asked to pay 50 million for each minimum.
No, see now, because
and the
Antonio Silva's a product through the Benfica academy, so we know how they like to sell their academy graduates. They're about to sell Neves for like 70-odd million to PSG. So, and then maybe the Danish midfielder may be able to get for 35, 40. Maybe
because the thing is, he has a release clause.
Does he?
Because that's why I mentioned that. Because I think he has an 80 million euros release clause. That's why I say the report's a bit funny, because De Ligt is going to be ironically the cheapest out there in terms of the centre backs.
But he's a different style DM though to Agate, isn't he? He's like Agate's more of a, and even like Fofana, he's a different style. He's more.
It's all different profiles.
Like strength wise, do you know what I mean? And he might be too much of like a, not saying the same level, but too much like a Kobe Minu, like that. And to have both of them, it's like you need a mix of that, or else you just.
Wait, who's this? Agate, or are you talking about this?
No, I'm talking about the Danish guy. He's more like, he's very like physically. He's not the same as Agate or Fofana. They're obviously physical. They're beasts. But compared to him, he's more like a Kobe Minu style in terms of his physique and stuff like that. So to have both of them in there at the time with like a Bruno as well, your physicality wise, I don't think your midfield would stand up that much. So
that's why I mean, like, that's why I was like, I don't know, the report is just funny because around the other two like Antonio Silva definitely cost more than De Ligt, so that alone is already a lot more. And Hodgman has the 80 million euros release clause, I think, from what I remember. So that's more than
80. You say 80.
80. Sporting put a release clause on them dudes like him, Gilchrist and all that. That's what I say. Fofana, I believe, because Fofana's like bare cheap. Monaco want to sell.
Yeah, he's into Milan, but they don't want to pay that much.
So I don't know, man. So.
No, Fofana's
he's cheap. I can really do Fofana for him.
Fofana, I think Fofana might be. I'm not saying he's going to be like the same player, but he might be William Carvalho. If you remember the name William Carvalho, he was a DM. Funny enough, from like
Portuguese William Carvalho.
Portuguese, the defensive midfielder. Remember, he was like linked to loads of clubs. Remember, he's always linked to Arsenal, right? He's always linked to Arsenal,
he's one of them players who just never.
And he's signed for Real Betis. Do you remember? He was always linked to all the big clubs, and he ended up signing for Real Betis. And it's like,
you remember?
It's just if Fofana, because it's strange. You would have thought like he's well positioned in Monaco League. You would have thought with a rare, he might have been picked up, but he's there waiting. You know, but then you look at what I was. It's very strange. I thought like maybe Liverpool would have gone in for him or something like that. Like he's the type of midfield like sit in the double pivot, or I think Arne Slot's going to play. He's better than Endo. Do you know what I mean? There's that physique in there, that power in there as well to complement someone like a McAllister and something like that. I don't know why Liverpool are going in for him, but maybe they're.
I mean, they've been doing nothing to be honest. They've just been like.
Because he said
he'd be great. You know, he'd be great for Bayern Munich. He'd be great for Bayern Munich. You know,
he would be actually.
I'm surprised they haven't.
Next to Palvini and that. That's what I said. I
want to talk about. Yeah, sorry, it's not Palvini.
Yeah, but even next to Palvini would be good because you have the physical pivot still there, but. And he would be just better on the ball, and Palini can just be the sweeper, destroyer, and stuff like that. That's why I'm very surprised that just a lot of teams are just not linked to him at all. But hey, maybe there's reasons for it. I don't know. But That's what I'm saying. But
I'm willing, like with this, like I said at the start, like I'm glad that it seems to be we're not going to overpay. Yusuf Fofana, I like just in regards to the profile. Antonio Silva, Hojbjerg, I don't know too much about to even state how good they are. He didn't impress me in the Euros, the Danish midfielder, but he could be a decent player. I don't really know. Yeah, Fofana's the one I look at and I go, and you'd be probably the cheapest because we need more in there anyway. Definitely. You had some much needed again that raw athleticism in there, but yeah.
Yeah, it's admirable. It's admirable you don't want to pay. Well, that means then you've got to try and find someone.
That's I like the fact that it's not again just long sagas drawn out. It's not we're stuck on Delete. It's like we've been linked to other centre backs. It's not like because even this is news to me. We're stuck on Agate. It's like it's not just Agate, for example. It's like there's other links, which is good, but we need to get.
You can't expect PSG to lose a lot for Agate after this. But I think they paid about 60, 70 million.
70 million, but you know what it is? They got a player. Again, I've said this before. We're the A side in the negotiation. So in that sense, if you don't want to keep an unhappy player, and that's the way we should be willing to walk away from deals. That's it. Nah, not from you, Victor. Anything you're selling, I'm not buying, mate. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it. And big up to TJ as well in the chat, man. Shout out to TJ every single time. Make sure you go subscribe.
Yeah, Gallagher's there. Gallagher's there if you want him. Gallagher's there.
Subscribe. I'm not buying nothing from Chelsea. I'm good on that.
I'm just happy that we escaped those rumors, man. Jeez.
Hey, Jez, imagine that happened, right? Right, this stream, would start. I think Flores would just sit there in silence in the dark.
Who? Is that what, Gallagher?
Yeah, I'm saying, here we go to United. I'm just happy that we know.
I just sit here in silence and I just click the
ad. Balotelli t-shirt. Why always me? Like why always me t-shirt for Balotelli? You can wear that.
Bro, like it's like this is what I'm saying. Let me hear you say idiots.
You know what? Yeah. Look at these man. You know what? I know why Troops does what he does now. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I fully get these two. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these two dickheads having a whale of a time trying to sell us their crap. Fucking Gallagher, Emerson Royale, Dumfries, even though he's not from their clubs. Who else? You know what I'm saying? Proper pricks. You know what I'm saying? And that proper Egypts. Big up Charlie. As well. It says daily reminder. West Ham. Big up to Charlie because this is the second time in recent times you dropped this super chat. You don't say anything else. He just says daily reminder. West Ham are massive. Yes, Charlie. If you're not, make sure you subscribe to Mike's channel as well. Make sure.
Is Charlie asking us to finish that sentence for him? West Ham are massive. What? Are you asking us to finish like put a word after that?
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it if you want.
I'm sure you got plenty of words.
I have.
I got plenty of players to sell. So
yeah.
And to Nick, who says, I'm kind of curious why you guys cover three clubs, Manchester United, Spurs. Don't see the relation amongst those three. It's no relation amongst the three. This is just United, Chelsea, Spurs show because it is the United.
All started when we were in war together. And we got lost.
Literally, like, see, this way, like, I feel like this because he must be new because the origin of this show actually was because everybody, like me and Peter, go and edit. Flores is literally the host of the channel, so it's like, fuck it, let's put a show together because everybody likes us.
It's actually three separate podcasts.
Literally, like we had it all separate.
Smash it together.
It was separate. So I did the Marvel thing, did the crossover. So for those that don't know, it's always good to see new people in the chat. This is the day the United Chelsea Spurs show. There's also the United Manchester City show. There's also the United Arsenal show, and there's also the United Liverpool show. I just put these together. It made sense. All three clubs are part of the Big Six, and Chelsea and Spurs are both in London, so they have that rivalry there. So it made sense, type of thing. That's why. And like Surfer just mentioned as well, all of these podcasts were separate, but it just made sense to put them together, and it's kind of worked because
the characters are fun, man. And hey, people love our characters, man.
Yeah, people do for whatever reason. People love.
I don't know why Omar B says. Why am I annoying? What did I say?
It is, and don't worry, Omar, man. I was gonna get to the comment I started. I truly envy you, Flawless. Your club is doing business. Xerxes and Euro already signed. Agate and Neves possibly to follow. You only need Tony and the centre back, and it should be a 10-10 window. We still need more than that, but being a Barcelona fan, I know it's peak for you, look. You know what I'm saying? With what's going on with the success Madrid have had, what they've signed, yeah, it's a wrap for you, look. is. I thought City were bad. But yeah,
Tony wants 220 a week.
Running, that's cool.
I
Yeah,
know. What I'm saying is, I think he's on 30 or 40 at Brentford. Right?
He's only on 40k a week at Brentford.
He's on something. I think it's very small.
Brentford don't pay. Brentford don't pay.
Yeah, Brentford wages. You know what I mean?
He don't pay big money, but I'm sure he would have renegotiated a deal at the time he's been there. Would be on like 80k or something.
But even then, if he signed a new contract, it must have been when they got promoted. So it's been time ago. He didn't sign a contract like any time of recent. So
what I'm saying is, and no one likes to hear this because it only applies to my club. Every other single club is just copying us now in terms of buying younger players and not going above a certain wage now. Look what you've done with Zert. I know you paid a bit over the odds for Lenny Euro in terms of wages. It's like over 100k and something like that. I think Xerxes under 100k, which is, I don't know who his agent is, but he should sack him.
Apparently his agent was getting the big fees as well for himself.
Yeah, his agent's a key direction.
Because we've let so much go. That's why I don't worry about that. Not just this year. We've let so much money go in terms of wages. Varane and Martial, that's probably
that was like 400 plus.
Yeah, it's probably more than that. I think Varane was probably, let's say Varane was on 2 and Martial was on 250.
Both of them was a 2 at least minimum.
Yeah. So let's say it's $500,000. And that's So let's say the Euro and Xerxes together is not one of them. And even before that, we've let so many of our high earners go in the past 4 or 5 years. Greenwood's gone as well. That's another high earner. So let's say Greenwood was on you're talking 600k, and it's probably more. Kambawala wasn't a major change, but yeah,
he was an academy part.
All the people who let go, your Pogbas, your Matters, your Matiches, Cavani's, Ibrahimovic, the list goes on. De Gea, we've let so much go. That's why I wagered. We have a couple players on high wages, but the wage bill is not high whatsoever.
No, it's not. It's not. This
wasn't what I was saying.
That's what they're doing, but they're trying to decrease it. Yeah, and it's also. I also think to keep whatever goodwill they've got with the fans in EOS, I think they have to keep the names rolling in. It doesn't have to be big, but they have to be recognisable, and that people go, "Oh yeah, okay, I understand that." You can't, as much as like. That Danish guy is maybe good, but if you were to bring him in, I don't think people would be like, "Oh yeah." You know what I mean? It would be like,
it'd have to be him in addition.
Right, that's what I mean. You can't go. Your next 2 signings can't be him and Dumfries. You know, it's like it totally wipes out the goodwill of the Xerxes and the Lenny Euro. So
but that's why I hate the conversation. That's why it's funny to be having the conversation because I see people complain, for example, if I was signing currently. And it's all I'm saying, okay, let's get some first teamers and now some random sources putting Kiesa's name out there with Tottenham. I wouldn't mind Chiesa considering how much shit we got in the attack. But now everybody's complaining we getting linked to Chiesa. But you guys were complaining about that we didn't even got linked to any attackers. So what is it now? This is why I'd say like people need to choose like what they want, but man. Bro, give me any half decent attacker and I'll take him right now.
I've got some for you if you want them.
I think it's a video as well.
Not that Madueke could do. Nah. Give me I want Chukwuemeka.
Yeah, I think he's woeful. This is a great show for Renaissance. 3 targets in 1 location. LOL, bless up Flawless and crew. Big up to Veta every single time. Make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV. Go check out that United City show after this one. Because that shit was hilarious. So big up to my guy Veta.
Veta is a counter.
Veta knows what he's doing. He out here trying to sell Kool-Aid and it's like, yo, you can't sell Kool-Aid to me from like this is not what we do. This is no.
Actually,
every single time.
Early here because the question about who we think is finishing above between those 3 clubs. That wasn't here.
Out of our 3 clubs, who do you have finishing highest currently, Surfer?
You can choose. You can actually do both. One constructed and then one what your feeling is.
I think they'll be the only thing I think they'll be around each other, like flies on shit. Essentially,
that's what we said.
Literally, who's not shit.
Because I think everyone's got like a sort of cap in terms of what I think they can do. Like with me, it's like the coach, and we haven't signed a striker yet or a goalkeeper yet. We're probably going to sign a goalkeeper, but I'm getting mixed reactions from that guy. So I'm not not watching, just like reading about him and other people saying. Spurs, they haven't really added anything to it. I know they've added Archie Gray, but they've also now they're adding European football to their schedule.
So we need more in the squad.
It's more games in Europe now, even in the first phase. It's like 8 games in the Europa League. So, and I like your 2 signings, but your manager's still there. So do you know what I mean? It's like I just think we'll be around that. I think that top 4 battle or the 4th place will be like whoever doesn't F up the most. Sort of like last season went, like Aston Villa was the least F up essentially.
The least shitters.
The least to get it.
Even they nearly buttered it. But
that's what I mean. Their second half of the season, or maybe the last 3 months of the season, that was just mediocre at best. It's just that, and I told you, it's like every time Spurs had an opportunity to gain on Villa, Spurs did exactly the same thing, and Spurs.
See, and it didn't help that we had to play 4 out of the big 6 in the last end of the season, and Newcastle.
Yeah, but also there was other losses, weren't there? In there, it's like we expected.
Yeah, the Wolves. This is why I hate the conversations, but like if you actually turn one of our Wolves losses into a win, we will finish in top 4. This was how small the margin was.
Right, and that's what I kept. It's like I kept saying, like, I didn't even like. I'm not even saying if I just turned a couple of draws into wins, like the one, like even the one against Villa, where I think we should have won, where we battered Villa second half. I would have been up there, you know what I mean? I would have been in like Champions League.
That's the craziest part. As bad as my season was, if we win 3 more games, we would have won.
Right, we're all sitting there going, it was so open. If we just had
we had like 16 losses. Turned 16 losses around.
Yeah.
3 of them. I'm saying,
like
if we would have just lost
12,
12, if we would have just lost, 12 games, we would have finished.
We only needed one result. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say, like, go on, so
Villa, Spurs, and Chelsea all conceded 60+ goals, and we're going for the 4th spot. That's just mad. When has that ever happened? They all had conceded 60+ goals in the season. You didn't get there because you don't score a lot. You conceded, you like basically conceded near enough to your goal difference. It was like, what? Actually, was it 0 you finished?
58? No, it's -1. It was 58.
-1. You didn't even score as many as you conceded.
They were the only team. For 3 months, you were 6 for like 3 months. You were. No, this is so stupid. It's ridiculous. And even I looked it up, and when Flores did the stream with Waiter, in the last 10 seasons, only teams that you had to.
I think we finished 6. Yeah. I think we finished 6. Sorry, I think we finished 6 because I don't know. The window's not done, and
so it's not enough now. Do you think you finish above us? And
I think we'll finish above. I think we'll finish above Spurs.
You think you finish above United?
I think you might get 5th.
Oh, there's
a question. Because I said this.
There you go.
I said United ahead of us as well. I said United ahead of both of us too, and I think
it's only because Spurs haven't really done anything like done a lot. This is what we said about Spurs, didn't we? This is typical Levy. Spurs doing well one season in the league in terms of finishing, and then Levy not following up. This is so. It's all changed because Big Ants is in charge. Bullshit. Has it changed like that? Bullshit. Do you know what I mean? It's like they haven't done enough.
I think
Spurs need backups for their fullbacks, then midfield. I know they got Archie Gray, but I think they need another midfielder. I
don't think for him. I don't think he's going to be like a makeshift right back, because I think he's going to go to DM actually, because if the rumors are true that Emerson's getting closer to AC, I think they're going to look at Jet Spence and said, you impressed in the preseason, the manager's impressed, he might stay. But then, like I mentioned before, we need the backup. It's more so we just need more backups, to be honest, and then probably a starting winger and a starting striker. Realistically, but I don't see us signing two attackers. So this is where I probably prefer a winger first, over getting a striker properly and just do one more season with Son as striker. But then again, I talk about the backups. Like we need backups. Like the
I got
squad
Villa
is not
for.
deep. That's why I said. But even then, even despite all that, I think the point tally between all the teams from 4th to 7th, I think it's going to be similar compared to last season, where everybody's close to each other.
Do you know what though? I think right now, as I'm looking at it, and because they haven't done a lot, I've got Liverpool in that 4th place race. Because they haven't done a lot. I got Villa actually finishing 3rd next year.
So you got Villa 3rd. Right? I have the same top 4 in the same order, but I understand why you would have Villa above
Liverpool haven't added anyone to their squad.
No, they haven't, but I still think it's just at a certain level, and I just think they're good enough to finish 3rd. I think they'll be around. They may be closer to 4th. I think it'll be all right.
I want to see the reaction though, because these players are so used to Klopp. Do you know what I mean? So used
this for me, Liverpool is the most unknown about them, and the fact that they haven't had nobody. And
the percentages of when you look at the stats of when a legendary manager leaves a club, you know this, Flawless. It's like it's very rare you get someone to replace him who's at least 3/4 as good as him right away. Do you know what I mean? And it's like they got players. They got their core is like they're good players. So now, for me, I think they're going on the back end of.
That's where it is. I just think they'll finish there just again, like we were talking about between United, Chelsea, Spurs, who finishes higher, just because the rest of the leagues are that good, and Villa, I think, with Champions League as well. So I think they'll finish.
Yeah, that's good. That'd be interesting with especially if they get past the group stage better. Because we know that Emery sometimes gets tunnel vision with Europe. We saw it last year with like the Conference League. He got like real tunnel. I think that really affected their league form.
That dude sucks in Champions League as well. That dude's not good in Champions League.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh. That is true. And yes, Vader, I did hear the answer. Like I'm fully aware. I'm paying attention because he said United ahead of Spurs and Chelsea. You hear it, Flawless. I hear it, and I'm here to tell you lot all currently as constructed that is not happening. Because I'll ask you the same question you couldn't answer Vader when we was on the show together, and to everyone in the chat, who's scoring our goals? I keep asking this question: who's scoring our goals for Manchester United to go and finish 4th? Someone enlighten me.
Yeah, I actually talked about it. In the chat when you did the show.
Tell them again, man, because maybe
I think in the last, United under Ten Hag have never scored more than 60 goals in a season. So he's been here for 2 seasons. It's going to be his 3rd season though. And the last time, only 2 teams that have scored under 60 goals or just 60 goals, I think it was Chelsea United, ironically, and that only happened 2 times in the last 10 seasons, where the team finished 4th. Or in the top 4 and scored less than 60 goals. Like it doesn't happen. There's a certain amount. There's a certain if you want to and I looked at it as well. If you want to compete fairly, you have to make sure that you score, but also defend well and don't concede. But if you want to just make top 4, just score goals. That's all you have to do.
And how are they lining up? Are they lining up Xerxes and Hoyland, or is it Xerxes or Hoyland?
Bruno's playing, so it's what.
And if it's Xerxes not a full number 9.
The crazy part is I had leaned towards Xerxes before the number 9, before Hoyland got the 9 shirt. Now
I'm just talking about the position wise.
Oh, right, okay, fair. No, I'm saying to answer your question, I think it will be Hoyland or Xerxes. Yeah, I think Hoyland starts now. Now he's got the number 9 shirt. I think it's Hoyland. Before I thought it was Xerxes. But him getting I don't think you get the 9 shirt to sit on the bench.
I don't think he's going to play them together either.
No. He's one of the other. Because Bruno's going to play.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, which is important.
And then it's going to be Rashford and Garnacho. So to TKL, I hear you. Let's say Rashford does. Let's say Rashford has. He's due on for a good season. Cool. Rashford had a banging season last season. And you know how many goals we scored? 50. No, I don't think he gets enough game time.
I don't think he stays. I told you that thing was all bullshit that they made up. It's just so they could get a price for him.
Which could be. And to Vader,
I take Sancho, by the way. I would take Sancho.
United will have less goals, and that's how it is. That's how they get ahead of Spurs and Chelsea. Yeah, with a goalkeeper you don't rate, Vader, who excels at nothing, as we discussed. So you lot go check the United City shirt because me and Vader
So
discussed
that-
all of this.
No, but even then United had less. But then United had less goals that conceded than us just last season, and they finished below us.
And also that fully means that you are expecting Lisandro Martinez to play an entire season,
which is
not,
still
not injured, and he hasn't done it for his first 2 seasons. You're then relying on both the left backs, to stay fit, and that's Luke Shaw and Malacia, who Malacia is not even on the tour. Malacia is not on the tour, and Luke Shaw's
definitely
just coming back. Yeah,
Shaw's going to. Let's just say that now, sir. For Shaw's getting injured. We all know that.
So where's the talk about the left back? We're talking about the right back. Where's the talk about you need a left back?
Gutierrez, that's the one.
But no, but what I mean is that's gone silent. Like left back links have gone silent. Do you know what I mean? Why are you going after Dumfries when you've got like a Dallo there?
You know why we
it's with the Wan-Bissaka.
Going after Dumfries is wrong. What 2 things? 1, because Wan-Bissaka is not good enough, and 2, neither is Dallo. That's why we need both. So to answer your question, Omar, who says, "Hey, Flawless, how many players and which position do you need United need to sign to have a 10 out of 10 window? Goalkeeper, right back, left back, 3 central midfielders, striker, left winger." That's how far away we are, and they're first teamers. That's how far away we are.
Whole team.
Pretty much the whole team. I think
we need to start a whole team.
Myth.
And that's what I say. Like, it's mad. Like, I've seen people in our fan base say the whole, okay, we can sign Tony, we can sign a Chiesa or a Neto, whatever, them 2 in attackers, and all of a sudden our window will contract it, and then maybe a left back. Now window will 10%. What's happening if Madison gets injured? What's happening if Sarr gets injured? What happens if Gray gets injured? Like, what happens if our wingers get injured? Like, that's what I say. Like, that's why I hate our current window in terms of how you heard nothing and we currently just linked to nobody. But shit, I just want to see better in the team. I don't want to see Solomon. I don't want to see Gil coming off the bench. These dudes, I don't want to hear that name. I call them by the numbers. I call number 11, number 27. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know these dudes, bro. I don't know these guys.
That's fair.
It's ridiculous.
The
maddest thing is, I think we're still going to be just around because I think everybody else is just going to be out here. I think everybody's going to show the issues again during the season, unless they're going to go and sort all the issues that every team has. Everybody's going to be around each other again. And that's why, you know, I rather want us focus for the Europa League. I don't even care about the league, even if we finish 7-6, because I don't want to be in the immediate 4th place fight again. Fuck that, bro. Give me the European trophy
first. And
that's what I said. I said that I think we should walk. Listen, I think we should walk through blindfolded in the Conference League. You know,
you lot should. Yeah, you lot will do the business.
I'd be embarrassed if we get knocked out of that. That'd be the low of the low to get knocked out of that competition. I mean, there's
would it be ends out if that would happen?
There's some right there.
Because you say it's the lowest of the low.
I'm not going to say. Listen, I will critique Enzo, but you'll never hear me say Enzo out. They're giving him a 5-year contract. So, it's like, I can't be Enzo out. I'll critique him, but I won't be Enzo out because you've signaled to me by giving him a 5-year contract that you want us to back him no matter what. So.
I'm also, I can't lie, that's on the players. I'm looking at it. If Chelsea don't win the Conference League, I'm looking at the players more so than the manager.
I agree.
I should be able to be in the dugout and you lot win the Conference League. If you don't win the Conference League, even though you could be critical of the manager, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my players. Like, you lot should be able to do this if I'm not here. I should be able to.
Or it's a stadium where a train goes through it or something.
Yeah, man. Like, you got the Hogwarts Express going through the stadium.
So, you've got
that. And Vader said, check out the last Man United and City show. After this one, I explained why United could be top 4 without more goals but cleaner defense. Yeah, man. Listen to Vader try and sell you lot Kool-Aid, man. Sell you lot dreams. Don't get mistaken, though. Vader, exceptional salesman. You know what I'm saying? Exceptional salesman. Exceptional.
But the funny part is, though, even though Vader is right, of course, can United finish top 4 if they just concede less goals and they have a cleaner defense? Yes. And they did that last season and still finished below Chelsea, Tottenham, and Villa. They did that last season.
And here's the thing. Vader, when you press him on City, he will always try and make City out to be an underdog. So I
Oh
was
yeah,
still
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh no,
Like I
well,
said,
I can't do
exceptional
this.
salesman, man.
Yeah,
But we're
yeah.
not gonna 5p. Sure.
Yeah, no.
Ed says Manchester. So yes, there's someone who asked me about a City 5p, and I accepted City were going to 5p before their 4p. Because somebody, I keep saying this, somebody has to stop them. So until somebody does crazy great business in the window, Arsenal and Liverpool are the two closest to them, but mainly Arsenal. Until they go and do what needs to be done in the window, which I don't think they'll do, they're about to repeat for a 5th time. But hey, we move. United have
And
added.
I think they're flawless. The start of the
Cool.
season is going to be mad because not every player's going to be ready for the start of the season with Copa, with Euros, and like transfers and stuff like that. So whoever starts off well, that might help them in the longer. So it's like it behooves Liverpool and Arsenal to get their deals done as soon as possible. Because it doesn't look like City are going to add any, apart from Savio, they're going to add any.
I think they'll add someone else. I think they'll add a
maybe, but I don't think they're
one more.
going to go crazy. I think they might go like maybe.
I think one more.
Maybe another midfielder. I think they need another midfielder.
They didn't have a great window the last summer and still won. They bought Badio, Doku, Kovacic. Am I missing someone?
Yeah, and also Arsenal have only at the moment added another defender. You know what I mean? They need to improve their midfielder,
and that's it. And I was saying this all last summer is, let's say City hypothetically are falling off. Let's say they're not at the same level they was at. Cool. Who's better than them? Yeah. Silence. Same way when I asked United are doing this, that, and the third. Who is scoring our goals? For those that was there when I did the Solo Dolo Mandem United podcast. There was one I did Solo Dolo. The clip's still out there from last season. Shout out to Angus because he popped up. For those that remember the legend of Angus that popped up in the chat, and he was talking about how many goals Manchester United were going to score when I asked this question. I think people forget we had one player who, without penalties, got double figures in the Premier League. So we're asking all our attacking players, one, to either get personal best in terms of goals or score more goals than they have in the past 3-4 years. So we're asking for personal best, not for 1 or 2 players, literally our entire attack. We are asking Xerxes, who has scored 13 league goals in his past 2 seasons, to score more goals in 1 season than he has in his past 2 seasons combined. Højlund has scored 10 goals direct, got double figures, which was 10 last season once. We're asking Bruno to get double figures without penalties, which he hasn't done in 3 years. Bruno's only got double figures in the past 2 to 3 years because of penalties. Rashford, we're asking for him to return to form. Anthony don't score. Sancho's not a goal scorer like that. Diallo isn't a goal scorer like that. We're asking for personal best from him. Who else am I missing? What other attackers we got? Our fullbacks offer nothing going forward. Garnacho, we're asking for a personal best. He got 6-7 last season. Come on, man. Use it like people just look at it honestly. You know what I'm saying? Please just look at it like what we talk. Mount, who don't score goals. See, he's not even that much of a factor that I forgot. He don't score goals either. So who's scoring? I keep saying this. Who's scoring our goals?
And it's the thing.
Let's say before you go, let's say we shut down. I'll even get on the Veta train and say, let's say we shut down defensively and we concede 45 goals in the season. Let's say we concede 45. I don't think we crack 60, to be honest. But hey, we move. I don't think we crack 60 goals, but that's just me. Premier League, I'm talking.
And here's the thing. My prediction would be a lot different, even with Maresca, if we signed a goalkeeper I liked and we signed Ivan Toney. Even with Maresca, I would go, okay, top 4. Like, battle for 4. Do you know what I mean? I feel more confident. But I just, at the moment, I don't know if we're even going to sign another striker. I think we're linked to that Omicron kid or whatever his name is from Atletico Madrid. We probably will end up signing. We probably will end up signing because they're about to sign Dobrik.
Apparently, Roma's pushing for Dobrik, so this could change everything.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pushing for him right now, so could change.
Do you think they need a left winger? Yeah, that's why I'd go for Sancho. I would take Sancho. I'd take Sancho. They want a right-footed left winger. Okay. I'll take Sancho then. He did his best. I think he did his best stuff for Dortmund.
Oh yeah, that's the clip. Yeah. The legendary 156 GNA we was getting last season.
Oh yeah.
Remember that 156 GNA that we was going to get last season. Yeah. 150. Wait, let me see. Let me share this. Oh,
Where was it?
Yeah,
because he was trolling.
Was this before the season started, or was it like after?
That's
Like,
that was before the season. Before the
It was
season.
literally, you know what it was? Because we played Wolves. It was the day before the Wolves game. It was
That
the
was
Friday
it, yeah.
before. Wait,
I
did we
remember
play
that
Wolves on a
stream,
Friday
man.
or the Saturday? No, we played Wolves. I think
Monday. It was a Monday, wasn't it? It's a Monday.
So it was
Monday,
the day.
yeah.
It was basically it was a few days before that. I think it was the Friday before that.
156 GNA. What, the attack?
Yeah, the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, the attack.
That's before you signed Hoyland, right?
No, Hoyland was there. We had signed
But
Hoyland.
Hoyland was injured. Hoyland was injured, wasn't he?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
he
had
was
included
injured,
him in
but
anyway.
He only scored 9 league goals the previous season.
Bro, like, but 150 GA, bro, like across all comps, bro. Do you know how many teams actually in Europe just scored up?
It was crazy. All right, we gonna watch this back, people. Give me a sec. I'm just actually trying to pull this up on here.
Yeah. I think we need a new left wing. That's why I was okay like signing a striker, because I've been fine with like Jackson on the left wing or something like that, or in Cuckoo or something like that. But yeah, I would have liked to like a left wing. I don't, I think they keep leaking. Oh, Nico Williams is the dream signing. Well, then friggin' sign him then.
Sorry, literally.
I can't imagine being an Arsenal fan. Remember all those summers, Flawless, all those things where Arsene Wenger said, yeah, we could have signed this player or that player. Why didn't you sign him? You didn't sign him at your height and your powers. You didn't sign him. That must be there's like out there. I think that's like a whole 11 of world-class players that Arsenal could have signed and they didn't. It's just mad.
If this is dodgy, it's because I'm on over laptop, people. So you just have to.
If you want, you can send the video to me and I can then screen it.
Oh shit! Yeah, we'll just do that instead. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Much better that way.
Yeah, bro, it's a madness. It's a madness, honestly.
I believe this window will be the most mediest window.
I agree, like, bro. I don't think you're gonna sign.
Like in terms of traditional big six like this, so I don't think Arsenal's a funny one, man, because I don't know why they don't strike where the iron's hot at this moment, man. This is what Tony's there for 40 million. Sign him. Sign the midfielder, Moreno, whoever you want to sign.
Yeah, just send it through to you, Jets.
Yeah, I just saw it now.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's crazy. In Tony's best season for GNA, he scored 11 penalty. 11 non-penalty goals plus 9 of saves. No, the thing is, TKO, the reason why, because one, I think that would improve with better players around him, and two, he's a better foil for others.
And he's playing for Brentford.
And he's playing for Brentford. So let's say you get fit. Let's say he ups that. Let's say it's 15 non-penalty goals at Manchester United and 6 off set pieces. I'm taking that. Fully taking
penalties. Bruno taking penalties as well. So.
So I'm fully taking that. And then here the thing is, it's not just him. I've said this. We need a left winger. When man asked you, would you take? I said left winger too. We need a left winger without that.
See, I don't know why we don't sign Tony. I think all I hear is that Mauricio wants a striker that can take the ball, can hold it up, can pass it. And Tony can do that.
The Tony thing has been very interesting in terms of that, because I would take him too immediately. But I mean, I'm not hearing a single word before we linked. So
no.
But hey man, I'll play the video.
Yeah, run the video.
Also, let me put the audio up real quick. So,
yeah.
Oh,
there we go. Nacho 10 goals, 13 assists. Sancho 10 goals, 15 assists. Højlund 12 goals, 8 assists. Bruno 10 and 10, and Mount 5 and 9. All right, I'm gonna total up the goals. Let me actually draw for the card.
5 and 9.
I'm gonna total up the goals. Let's see how many goals this front six. Is it 6 players? 6 players are scoring. Yeah. All right. Let's go. So literally, we have to get the calculator out, people. Bear with me. Boom. All right. So we got 10 plus 10 plus. Ironically, 10 plus 12 plus 10 plus 5, 57. And then get to it at 23. And then Rashford, he said 23. It's 23. So our front six is getting 80 goals, ladies and gentlemen. Our front six is getting 80 goals. 80 goals, he said. 80 goals. So from Rashford, Højlund, Mount, Bruno, Garnacho, Anthony, and Sancho, we're getting 80 goals. 80. Pause this just a second. Pause this. We're gonna pause this one second. Pause this. So we said from Rashford, Anthony, Garnacho, Højlund, Mount, Bruno, again 80 goals. Anyone know how much they actually got collectively? Did they even get 40? Did that man even get 40? Bruno got 10.
Anthony didn't score, did he?
No, yeah. Bruno got 10. Wait, one
Anthony had one. Anthony had one goal.
Man got one. Man got one.
So wait, I'm actually gonna check this out right now. Oh.
Can you do?
Are
you doing another one? Are you doing another one for the Fulham game?
Hopefully, we never seen him again. Hopefully, Angus pops back up. I'm hoping he pops back. Right. Top scorer.
What? He's not been back since?
Nah, he's not been back since. You seen him? He's been done
KJB, that's right.
Yeah, he's done KJB. So I'm looking here, right? 1 second, I'm just pulling up the numbers as we speak myself.
Sancho had nothing last season.
Rashford had 7 apparently.
Are you saying goals? Because I'm helping my odd as well. You saying goals?
Yeah, just goals. Yeah,
just goals. So Rashford had 7. Rashford had 7 goals.
Oh, here we go. I can do this. So Bruno got 10. Højlund got 10, so that's 20. Rashford got 7, that's 27. Garnacho got 7. Which
34.
is 34. Thank you. McTominay got 7. No, McTominay is not included. So Garnacho were at 34. Mount got 1, 35.
Yep.
Anthony 36.
Anthony.
We got 1.
Sancho didn't get any, right? Sancho didn't get any, yeah.
So we got. So he said 80. We didn't even get half. We got 36.
You got like 45%.
Did you add a Garnacho?
Yeah, the Garnacho 7. Yeah. Just to double check that. Yeah, we got 10, 20, Rashford 7, Garnacho 7. That's it.
You literally got 40. You literally got 45% of what that guy predicted. 45%.
Oh. In context, actually, let me actually check how many our attackers actually scored.
Oh, was it 36? Oh, my bad. Yeah, you don't know.
Let me actually check our attack.
So we didn't get half. 36. So they got 36, and all of a sudden this season they're gonna get 70.
Do you know Palmer got 22. Palmer
by himself got 22. Watkins
Palmer and Jackson by just them two got exactly the same total as those 6 players.
Oh, this is ridiculous. let me actually because I wanna
play the rest of the video and then we'll get to Spurs. Go on.
Actually, we need to see that for Chelsea too, man.
Goals in the Premier League season. All right, cool. And then the assists is let me total up the assists. Hold up. Let's total up the assists. Love this, man. Let's total up the assists. Right, so 15 plus 13 plus 15 plus 8 plus
78 assists, wasn't it?
Plus 9. So they're getting 80 goals and 70 assists. Did he say 6 for Rashford? I think he said 6. So let me add on the 6. 76.
See the things that go with you people.
They're getting 80 goals and 76 assists. So combined, they are getting 156 GNA. All right. Okay.
Do you want me to stop sharing it?
Yeah. Just like to those that don't know, that was the start of last season. So that was before the streaming. It popped back up during last season, and then Warrior J found the stream, and people went and watched it and was like, they couldn't believe what it was. Shout out to Angus though, man. Probably trolling.
That's nearly as legendary as that whoever that guy was that you went through the predictions with about Ollie's next 7 games. We're gonna get 18. We're gonna get 18. We're gonna get 8. How many points are you gonna get out of 21 or worse? 18. You went 18. He's getting sacked. He's getting sacked during these games.
18. He said,
18.
like 21. I was
okay. Sure. That's the games we lost 5-0. 5-0 home to Liverpool, lost to Man City.
You know the funny part about that is Son and Richarlison combined only scored 9 goals less.
Son and Richarlison as well. That's
I'm just saying, Palmer and Jackson equaled it just by themselves.
By themselves, well, so like if I add at least two, if I add at least 2 or 3 more Spurs players who are like, I can even add Werner and it helps, and we literally all score on that. That's why I say like, that's why I say is that United score issue is not resolved by just bringing in Sirski, who is not known for being a scorer. He's not. He's more of a I'm a facilitator. I'm balancing shit out here, like, to involve the team. But in terms of goals, this is what I say. If you want to compete for the biggest trophy, you need to score goals. That's the reality of it. There's nothing about play style. Your play style can help you get into better positions. That's of course, but dudes need to be actually having the ability to put it into the back of the net.
I just even requote tweeted this. I said because Warrior J posted that on the 25th of March, and he said the legendary 156 GNA, and that's me flawless reaction at the end. And I put our front six was getting 80 goals in the league. The whole team is not even scoring 80. I was right. I'm saying the whole team combined got 57.
Wow.
And he had 80 for the front six.
Didn't you only get 50 something goals the previous season as well?
58. They only scored one less goal last season. They scored one less.
You got one less, and you had a striker. You had one less with a striker.
And this manager, including the fact that this manager didn't play this defensive football anymore that he did the prior of the season. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I say. Like, you need at least something where the manager and the players do at least bare minimum. Yeah, this is shit. This is generally like.
Hey,
so many teams need so much.
Hey, L-Bags, we didn't ruin the market. You can blame PSG for ruining the market in 2017.
Oh, they're about to splash 17 million on a
Neymar. You can blame them and Barca, and you can blame Barcelona as well for paying like 100 million for duds.
Dembele, continue.
Yeah, Coutinho.
Hey, Archie Bromman, that's my FM legend right there, right now from Canada.
And speaking of Manchester United, and we mentioned left backs as well, Manchester United have added ex-Derby County left back Archie Brown to their list of targets. Ineos have kept tabs on Brown since his spell at FC Lausanne. Hanko,
that's in Switzerland.
It was at Swiss. Hanko, Mitchell. I've seen them two names, Hanko and Mitchell. And Regulon. Yeah. Oh, is it Tyreek Mitchell? Okay.
I think it's Tyreek Mitchell.
Tyreek Mitchell and Regulon also of interest. Which all I would say is I'm just glad and like the fact that we are being linked to left backs. That's just what it is. I just like the rumors of looking at left back. Go on.
Is your fan base going up in arms by the list of names? Because if that was my club, I'd be seeing fires.
Yeah, you know what? You know what's crazy? I even watch Hanko play. He better than Luke Shaw. Bring him in. Tyreek Mitchell, I like. Regular was fine last season.
Yeah, so it's like a list. If I didn't have Cucurella, because I think Ben Chilwell's shit. If that list was produced by my club, if our club's media produced that list, my God, would you be hearing about it right now? Do you know what I mean?
And it's like Graham Bailey as well, people. How reliable is
that? Very good.
That dude is asking about.
Yeah, and Archie Brown, I know nothing about him, so I can't even comment.
I can only say that dude is. I only can say, since I have an FM physical deeds, he's 6'3" as a left back.
I don't understand. I keep saying this because he should have got people in the squad. I'm just so surprised now I'm going after Doherty from Luton.
I thought he played very well.
I thought somebody signed him already on the free.
Nah,
they let him go on the free.
No, free because he was supposed to be a free agent.
Really?
Yeah, I think he only had. I'm pretty sure. Because I remember even in the Spurs creature that some people said, "No, why didn't you should look at him as a backup to Adobe?" So I remember, I think he had like a year left, unless he signed a new deal. I don't know, but last thing I remember, people were saying he has a year left, or it should be expired. Yeah, it has a year left. So
he has a year left. And yeah, Hanko's the guy who can play left back, also left-sided centre back.
Yeah,
we need a left-sided centre back. We need backup to Martinez. Yeah. So the fact again, we're looking into all the correct areas, to be honest. Yeah. But it's just who we go and get. But I do like, for the first time in a long time, I actually like the rumors. I do, and there's a lot of them as well. But that's always typical. But there seems to be some form of legitimacy. But We'll see. It's been a minute since we got a Here We Go. It's a shame, but we move. Anything else you want to add before we close out?
We signed. I just want to welcome. Obviously, he needed to do the second medical, so pray that he passes it. But if he passes the medical, how many Hyuk? Hey, I need Warrior to help me with the pronunciation in the future. We got the the real video when he screams Ballon d'Or when he scored the Champions League over there. Ballon d'Or. Yeah, right there. The first Asian player to win the Ballon d'Or in the future, man. Fuck it. That's it, man. I'll buck it, man. I'll buck it.
I know we like to joke around and stuff like that. Mostly we're like fun, but I just got to say, Enzo Fernandez, you're a disgrace. Even more so. Yeah, he went back to River Plate. First of all, he put the shirt on, which I don't appreciate.
Oh, right? You're talking about the Enzo situation.
Yeah,
the Enzo.
Yeah, I don't appreciate you putting another team's shirt on, even if it's your former club. Do you know what I mean? And also, that whole crowd sung that song. So it's like, so everyone needs educating, do they? It's like I know people are getting on a bit to Maresca about his response. It's like, well, I don't know what else he could say. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
same with James as well.
He's gonna. But I said it before, and everyone knows my thoughts. I think you're expecting Chelsea to do something that no other club has ever done, and that's like bomb a high-valued asset out of a club. I would do it because this is the guy who wanted John Terry out in 2012. So after what he did to Anton Ferdinand, and I just don't know how he comes back. Really, I know Reece James was like, yeah, well, we spoke, we'll be fine. I don't know, man. I just see someone going.
You talk over the phone. You didn't talk one to one.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't know. I think someone in training. I'm just talking about training, not even like proper league games. I think someone in training leaves a little bit extra. Do you know what I mean? Like that. And I would get rid of him, but but he's not good. I mean, he'd be gone if he was like £1 million player. He'd be gone. Do you know what I mean? They would bomb him out of the club, but he's like an asset. But I just like say, you have you're probably both. Either you and your people. When I say you people, I mean that his team around him, it's like advisors and stuff like that, have no self-awareness and pig ignorant at the same time. Because why wouldn't you go? You know what? We're facing a storm at the moment. Let's keep our head down. Let's go on holiday. Go away. Even if it's back to Argentina, just don't go. What the hell would you go?
You know what it's like? Your girls just caught you cheating, and then the next day you're liking girls' pictures on Instagram. That's exactly what it is, yo. You're caught in another girl's DMs. No, girls just screenshotted you in her DMs the next day. No, bad move. That's
that and it shows also that this dude doesn't believe that much is going to happen.
Yeah, he doesn't believe he's done anything wrong.
He don't believe anything's done wrong. That's why the whole apology is nonsense. She don't believe he's done anything.
It's bullshit. I don't think he can mend. I really don't think he can mend it.
Yeah, I think it's unmendable.
If he had actually done the apology and then went like dark zero, do you know what I mean? Like completely shut. We didn't hear from him like that. But this thing about adding on, and then football karma's a bitch because what happened to the Argentinian Olympic team was just brilliant in terms of he got pelted by the fans and then the goal got
they had to come back an hour later to play 3 minutes.
and then they got disallowed 3 hours after the game. We couldn't even do anything about it. And it was like, and it was in France as well, which is perfect. The football karma is the worst. It's the best karma and worst karma. But I just don't know how maybe send him to Strasbourg for like 3 years or something.
He has like 7 years left though.
I just don't know. All this like, oh yeah, we'll educate him. He's not 8 years old. Do you know what I mean? He's like 23,
Yeah,
24.
all this education and forgiveness. No, he's
Why do you need
comfortable with it,
education
yo.
for? I don't understand. Just ban him. Just ban him for
He's
6
comfortable
months.
with it, man. Let him go play back in Argentina. That's how I look at it. Let him go. That's everyone.
If you're not,
Let them
if you're
all
not
go
gonna
back. Yeah, you man all go play football in Argentina or move back to Argentina because that's the way your culture is, and that's cool. Stay over
build
there.
a wall. Yeah.
Do it over there.
Stay over
Do it
there.
over there.
Like, that's your side, Argentina. You do that. We ban you from all World Cups. We ban you from all Copa Americas. You lot stay over there because we know where we stand in your thought process. So, all right, you lot stay over there. Cool. Don't come over to Europe and get the riches from Europe. No, none of that. No, stay over there.
Man, you're not going to terminate his contract. Okay, I can see why you're not going to terminate his contract in terms of financial and stuff like that. You have to ban him. They won't ban him, but they have to ban him. Even if Chelsea don't ban him, and even then, I'm holding out. Why am I holding out hope that the FA or FIFA will do anything about this? Because they're not hardly they don't come down hard on Suarez got like 8 games.
Yep.
And he got banned more for biting someone than racially abusing someone. It's like, and why am I asking FIFA to do anything? FIFA don't do anything about racial. So they just ban, they put international things. They just ban people from having 2 matches at home or something with crowd there. And it's like, why am I asking?
We all know about the justice system, man.
What I would do is I'd leave him in a room. I'd leave him in a room, say with Disasi, Badiashile. I'd bring Drogba back. I'd bring Essien back. I'd bring John Obi Mikel back, and just have a little behind the doors meeting. Do you know what I mean? Like something like that. And then it'll be like, oh, he suffered a knee injury in training, like that. Do you know what I mean? He's out for he's on ACL. It's like it's kneecap. I just do that. But, I just don't.
That's a nice interesting because, obviously, you mentioned about the Maresca and the James interview, and you can talk about it. And I'm the type of person like this. Yeah, I can maybe sit here and say I take your apology because this place where I'm working at wants me to take the apology, but it doesn't mean I mess with you anymore. I can still I'm just staying away from you. I don't want to talk to you like that. Just that we work at the same place. But then even there's people out there who really like that. Bro, I hate this dude so much. I don't even want to be in the same area breathing, the same area where he's breathing. So interesting to see how them African players all there for Chelsea are there. Regardless of what the manager on Reece James said, and everybody got that thoughts in it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't leave it like that. Let's, anyway, hopefully there's more games this weekend, pre-season games. I think we got Celtic on Saturday. I think that'll be more of a proving game. We'll probably lose that one. They just beat City the other day as well. So
they've been trying hard. Yeah,
and then we've got Real Madrid, I think, coming up as well. That's on Premier Sports, so I'll be able to watch that one. And then
if you need to watch games, let me know.
I'm fine with pre-season. I'm not really going to rush for pre-season. The Real Madrid one's on Premier Sports. I've already got it, so it's like I might as well just watch it like that. And then I think there's Inter Milan. I think there's a couple of others, but so I hopefully this Jorgensen guy I don't know about much, but in goal, so that'll probably be the next signing in.
Yes. And to you lot, in regards to, I won't be doing Saturday. There won't be any content because, like I say, cousin decided to get married. How selfish of him to show his love for his woman. It's crazy. But
watch the Olympics, guys. Take your head out of football and watch the Olympics
as well. Well, that being said, speaking of Olympic basketball, we will be doing Olympic basketball games more so USA, Serbia, Germany, France will probably be the main teams, and it's already the Serbia United States game is Sunday. I believe it's 8 p.m. UK time, but I could be wrong. Might have to double check that. It's either 4:15 p.m. or 8 p.m. Let me actually check that as I'm having a look. You lot actually might get some preseason games. I'm looking there because United Betis is at 3 a.m. Wednesday night, next week Wednesday. And then United Liverpool is 12:45 a.m. Saturday night. And their times I'm up and sometimes streaming anyway. So you lot might actually get those games. I might actually decide to do them. In regards to the Olympics,
Real Madrid one in a couple of weeks, pre-season.
Is it Barcelona? Yeah. Wait, who mentioned that to me? Steve mentioned that to me actually.
Yeah.
So Steve might be doing one of them, and I'm just checking the schedule on the playback as well, where all those games will be. Yes, I was right. So Sunday, 4 p.m. UK time, Serbia, USA, Olympic basketball, Paris Olympics. So we'll be there for that, people. Paris Olympics, Paris. I need to change that title because it should say Paris Olympics 2024 basketball. But yes, so we'll be there for that. So get over to the playback. If you want to see all the Olympic watch-alongs, get over to the playback. If you want to see non-Manchester United watch-alongs in the coming season, get over to the playback. Gaming content all over on the playback. Playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, people. Playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or download the playback app from your store. So whether you're Android or iPhone. Yes, back again is tomorrow, 1 p.m. UK time. And then 8 p.m. is supposed to be the United Liverpool show, but you don't know. I'll be on CPT time. Well, I'll be on CPT all the time, where for those that don't know, just Google it. Running late per usual. So I got this wedding Saturday and I just got shit I need to do. I need to get my hair done. I'll get my beard trimmed. I need to go buy some shoes. I need a shirt. Not even a shirt. I need some pants. You know what I'm saying? I might get a blazer. So yeah, I'm going to be running around tomorrow. Or lastminute.com. I've got a waistcoat, so I might rock that. I do have a waistcoat. I might just rock. I might rock the waistcoat with the blazer and the shirt.
Yeah.
I hear you. I might do that.
That means I always think we wear a waistcoat, people look at you differently, even from other people that wear a suit. You know what I mean? You put more effort into it. You get more respect when you wear a waistcoat.
I'm saying, like, Flo's just running on people's time, man. We always
fam. You already know, man. So yeah, getting the whole nine. So you will get a show. It might not be the United Liverpool show. It might be a Q&A late at like 11 p.m. UK time, midnight. But you'll definitely get a live stream on Friday. Well, technically today now. So definitely get a live stream today. Saturday you won't, because I'm at the wedding the whole day. And then Sunday we back, like I said, Serbia, USA, Olympics, Paris Olympics 2024 basketball game. You'll get that watch along also as well. Yardman show as well. So I'll be back with Lex and Kaneki. I need to talk with those two. And then we keep the show on the road, people. We keep the show on the road. Ed says waistcoat with a stylish overcoat. I don't know about stylish. I'm just literally going to just go Primark and pick up.
Too stylish. Obviously the same color. You know what I mean? Black, if it's black, it has to be black.
Black waistcoat with the black, because the waistcoat's black with
everything has to be like that.
Gray shirt. I see.
Whatever shirt color, you know.
Flores is there for the congratulations, and then for the food and the leftover food afterwards.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly. It better be good food. I'm hoping so. For real.
He's looking to collect for like dinners for Monday and Tuesday coming up. You know what I mean? It's all good.
The game's the game.
The game is the game. And that being said, we are going to close out. But
the only guest that's arriving there with Tupperware boxes is Flawless there.
That's a good idea. Big up Mike's. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Don C for the super chat earlier on, the very generous super chat. Big up my guy Don C every single time. Big up to Charlie who just dropped the super chat about West Ham as well. So salute to you. Big up all the members, big up all the regulars, all the mods, all the new people. Much appreciated as always. And don't forget, this show and all the other shows are available on audio only platforms. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you listen to music, because most of you lot listen to music on streaming platforms. Yes, I'm going to redirect to Lee Gunner 110%. Shout out to Lee Gunner every single time. But yeah, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. So if you use Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV. Here's with the follow button. iTunes, or you iPhone users, the same with SoundCloud. Big up, love to everyone that has locked in. Big up, and let me just set up this redirect beforehand as well. This show you get every Thursday night, people, midnight. Thursdays, midnight, myself, Surfer and Jez talking all these free clubs. And this will be here all up until the new season. And then once the new season starts, we'll be here as well, talking the Premier League games. Obviously, our teams in Europe are all playing Thursday nights. Chelsea maybe Friday, but yeah, we're going to redirect to Lee Gunner. But this has been the Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur Show, Man United podcast, Ballers at the Bridge podcast, talking that Tottenham Talk podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.